Hello, Delphinus' crew. This is going to be a video that's really just for us because I don't even know if it'll impact you like it has me to discover this and connect these dots. But um, I mean, I'm totally biased. It's been it's been a long time of putting these dots together and coming to the point where information was allowed to be given. You know, there's certain things that we ask and we just at a point in our life in this life can't know because we came through the veil of amnesia, right? So I I am presenting the story, the facts, as best as I've been able to put them together with some help from my siblings. In particular, Cassandra helped channel information from father and mother. And so this is our soul family lineage. And I'm super excited to present it to you. So what you see behind me, this beautiful redhead, that's Mama, real pale. And then Commander Yogananda is Father Yogananda, and this is his favorite picture. Although it's not color, you can actually see just the warmth and love in his eyes, and it was really a beautiful picture that he chose. And then this one, these it's an image that has been channeled to someone, and they created that image, just like the one of Mama. They channel and then they create art from their visions. And so I don't know if the person really knew who they were channeling or who the image represented, but it's been confirmed several times that that's Mama. That's Mama and Father. So let's start. It's a little it can get a little confusing, so I definitely have to go by my notes. But this is how a lot of us in Delphinus' crew are related on a soul level. It starts with an amazing love story, repeated incarnation after incarnation after incarnation. So, as with all beings on this planet, our souls incarnated from space races. Over the last year, we've been able to piece together some of our family lineage, and this is what I've gathered so far with the help of Cassandra and others, Rachel, and anyone really at the time that I was able to get a download to confirm stuff because I'm not neutral. And so, things would come in that I was like, mind blown. And so I tried to confirm each and every bit of this with at least three different people. Okay, so Father Yogananda is Commander Yogananda of Starship Pop. And for a very, very long time, any connection in this life, consciously, I didn't have I was blocked from anything about Mama. And of course, by design, uh, it was for reasons I can't know all of. But sorry, I got something in my eye. It came about over time as I had more upgrades and as we had our more abilities and was able to pull in more information. Um, Eventually, we were able to get to who my soul mother was. I knew all along that Father Yogananda was my soul father. I learned that through Poseidon when he cleared and activated me last year. In 2 days, it'll be a year since my own QET session. And so that's whenever I found out that a lot of my abductions were to heal me. And they were, I was taken on to Baba by Father Yogananda and healed. And so not all of my alien abductions were negative for DNA harvesting, but some of them were. And whenever those would happen, then he would take me and heal me. So I didn't have any real connection to who my soul mom was until just March or April, I think. Is whenever it started to come through, and that's when I really started putting these pieces together. So on father's side, that's the Arcturian side. His soul came from the Arcturians. His soul mother is the same soul as White Buffalo Calf Woman. And that is who we refer to. You'll see sometimes we'll refer to father, mother, and grand. She's grand on dad's side, on father's side. Her twin flame is the same soul as Sitting Bull, Huna Flash, and Horus. So those two souls created the soul of our father, Yogananda. And that's the Arcturian side. Then on Mama's side, her soul mom is the soul of Lady Portia. Her grandmother's name is Ophelia. And then soul father is a soul of Saint Germain. And then mama is Ropiel. Rhopael. And so we call her Mama Ro. So together, Father Yogananda and Mama Ro met in Lemuria 1 and had 18 that I know of children. And these are in no particular order, but these are the crew members, soul family members that are my siblings. And I don't know who's actually oldest, and I know who the youngest are, and I know that I'm in the middle. But this was, again, pieced together, download after download after download. And so this is what we have. Linda Burns, Greg, Hillis, Naya, Karen, Chrissy, Teresa Eve, me, Rachel, Kelly White, and Kelly Best, Shug, Angela, Vianney, Melissa, Alicia, Cassandra, and Krista. And I know that Alicia and Cassandra were twins, and they're the babies. They're the 17 and 18 that we are aware of. And so that is how we all have these super strong connections. So there's some of the names that I've just listed whenever I encountered you all as crew members. I didn't know much about you other than that. There was definitely a stronger connection that I couldn't really put my finger on, but now it all makes perfect sense, right? That sacred geometry of our lives. Okay, so back to the love story. I asked some questions, and the answers were channeled through Cassandra to me. So this is, again, a channeling, and I give my gratitude to Cass for doing this for us. First question I had is, what time period did you meet? And the answer is Lemuria 1, before the real true golden age, just before Atlantis. Second question. Was it common for dolphins and whales to assist with births back then? Yes. They are an important part of childbirth during the time, and it significantly reduced pain. Births were safer, faster, and easier. The frequency and vibrations of the dolphins and the whales that they emit helps relax the mom and calms the baby before and after birth. They can easily and painlessly help turn breech presentations with frequency and vibration. How awesome is that? So we're going back to this way of childbirth because we are not meant to have pain and suffering during childbirth. It is supposed to be a blessing and a time to celebrate. Celebration of life with each birth. The whole family was always present. Sisters and husbands, moms and dads, cousins. Every divine feminine was supported by the divine masculine. They were there to fully support the event of the new addition to the clan. So this, I will pause and say, this really helped me understand why a year ago I was told one of the missions that I had and we have as Delphinus' crew is to have dolphin assisted birthing centers all over new world, new earth. This really explains it. Back to the questions. For each to answer, Father Yogananda and Mama Ro, what did you think of each other when you first met? Father, she, your mother, was, is, and does have a wild spirit, raw and pure, feistiness to her. I fell in love with her pure rawness and realness for her authenticity. So when this came through, I said, I am so much like Mama. And she agreed, I am. Me in this moment is so much like her. Then Mama says, I truly love this man, your father. He can be so funny, but what drew me to him was the ability to steal your attention, even if he's just sitting there peeling an apple. He can make it look interesting and like the best thing you've ever seen. Isn't that just freaking awesome? I know, I'm totally biased, and I really don't plan on apologizing for it. Okay, fourth question. Was our family royalty? I have sensed this at times. Yes, my side, this is father, my side and mama's are two strong royal families, and our union stopped feuding. This is where Gran, White Buffalo Catwoman, interject. I arranged their marriage to merge the houses and have peace. And at this moment, the other grandmother, which we did not know who that being was, chimed in. Her name is Ophelia. She says, I chose to estrange myself and our side from the union, although we did agree to it, as the children and from the children to provide a measure of safety due to choices on our side, the Ophelia and Saint Germain side. I later asked, that was a negative polarity life for them. So they were involved in things that were not in service to others. And whenever Mama Ro was married off to father, that became a safe haven for her, really. And so to be under the guise of estrangement and not having anything to do with them or us kept us in a measure of safety. And although she says she always cared for us deeply, she couldn't have that physical relationship. Ophelia then showed Cass a vision of them causing the collapse of Lemuria. Again, that was a negative polarity life for them at that time. So I'm going to go back real quick because I did get more information, just kind of dipping into the twin flame of Saint Germain, right? So Saint Germain is called a Chohan in Gaelic for Lord of the seventh ray and hierarchy of the Aquarius age. Lady Portia, his twin flame, is goddess of justice and opportunity with focus on the sixth ray. Together, these twin flames are the directors of the Aquarian age. There's a special group of ascendant masters called Chohans, Lord. These ascendant masters define laws on their ray, so first ray, second ray, all through 7. Through them, light of the divine flow down to mankind. Now, one moment. Okay, I wanted to get the rays. So the 7 rays is Ray 1, El Moria. Ray 2, Lord Lanto, Lanto. I admit I never heard of that one before. Ray 3, Paul the Venetian. Ray 4, Serapis Bay. Ray 5, Hilarion. Ray 6, Lady Portia, same as Lady Nada. And Ray 7 is Saint Germain. So together, Saint Germain and Lady Portia are the 6th and 7th rays of divine blessings, information, justice. And they are part of the hierarchy of the age of Aquarius, which we have just begun. This is their time. So, message to the collective. Father, love. Love is the key to everything. It all starts with you, with me, with you. Inside of us, not outside. It's all within us. It always has been. From Mama. Yes, pure, wild love. Let me leave you with this. Next time you find yourself judging another, ask yourself, what makes you more worthy of forgiveness, love, kindness, and compassion than the person you're judging? Grand. Love and forgiveness go hand in hand. You cannot have one without the other. Love is more powerful than any you could ever imagine. So start imagining. So I want to wrap up connecting some of the dots. Father Yogananda's soul is the same soul as Babaji and the same soul as Osiris. And Mama Rose's soul is the same soul as Kuan Yin and the same soul as Isis. So you see these divine flame or divine union twin flames found each other, each incarnation. Isis and Osiris, Kuan Yin and Babaji, Yogananda and Raphael. And that is how we find each other, right? We in the higher realms choose to incarnate, and we tend to choose to incarnate as a family. That's why we have all 18 of Mama and Father's children found me through the frequency that we share from our ship and as a family. That is a soul frequency that we all share, and that is why we were all drawn to each other without knowing who we were in this life, in the physical. It's another way to understand that this physical life, this incarnation, is just a blip on the radar of what our entire totality of our incarnations are, because we at the heart of it is who we are on a soul level, not who we are life to life to life, because some lives are negative polarity, right? Some lives are positive polarity. You can't appreciate the light without being in the darkness. So, I mean, to know the family lineage is super important for me, because my earthly family that I chose to incarnate into was not kind and not much of a family and not cohesive at all. And I longed for that throughout my entire existence, this life. And so to have found what I, from the very beginning, called my soul family with only a measure of understanding, now coming full circle to truly understand our lineage and how we actually found each other. It's just very important to me. It's very near and dear to my heart. Um, so Father Yogananda is Commander Yogananda of Starship Baba. And then Sanat Kumara is commander of Starship New Jerusalem. The same soul as Kamara is the same soul as Lord Delphinus. I know, you just can't even make this stuff up. I had the walk-in of Lord Delphinus for the last 30 years. When I healed to the point, my original soul healed to the point that I could then embrace being the divine feminine, Lord Delphinus left me and went to my twin flame. And I now have the main soul imprint of Lord Delphinus's and Sanat Kumara's twin flame, which is Lady Venus. And my twin flame soul is no longer in Billy, which was my husband that you guys probably know, passed away 30 years ago. That being did come back through the portal and chose to have more of a earth experience, so that he has a fractal of my twin flame, but the bulk of that soul is now with Nick, who is a prior relationship that I had, who I totally love dearly. And we ended our relationship more because of external and historical issues. It was never something that we were like, yeah, we don't like each other anymore. It was more of, you just need some time and you just need some space, kind of the thing. We did. Those beings that we were back then, like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, definitely needed the time and space, because I wasn't who I was then that I am now, and he isn't either. So now my twin flame soul is alive and well in Nick, and I plan to see him very soon. So everything is working out, I'm sure, according to the divine plan, although bits and pieces were only given, in certain spurts and times and whatnot. But we will continue to get information about father and mom, and I'll share it, whenever, if you guys are interested or whatever. But I wanted to, whenever we started with Isis and Osiris, that Isis wanted her story out. She wants her facts out. She wants the truth out. And that really started things flowing, actually. And then Yeshua and Maggie was like, it's our turn now. And then Mama and Father said, yes, let's share some lineage truth. And I'm not putting this out to the world just yet. I don't feel, it doesn't resonate with me to do that. I feel like this is really more closer to the vest and more of a family conversation. And so I'm just sharing this with the crew. Please put your questions regarding this video just in the crew room, not under the video itself. It'll be easier for me to follow that way, because it's not going to really be published. It's just going to be a private video. So yeah, that's my very strong, very amazing, extremely lovable, but fierce parents. And I'm super proud to be one of their 18 children that have volunteered and been chosen to come back and be on this planet in this now moment to help us ascend as a collective into Una Matea's fifth dimension, New Earth. Thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.